There are a lot of incredible children's books that I've discovered since I've been an adult. And I don't know why I wasn't aware of Beatrix Potter. You want to sit up here? But she is awesome. I don't think that I even know. I need to research her. These are obviously old. They're over 100 years old. But I can't remember exactly when she lived or when she wrote them. But of course, you've heard of the story of Peter Rabbit, I'm sure. And that's Beatrix Potter. It's just become legendary as a children's story. And these are all... Okay, just one second. These are all stories about animals. She brings them to life. This book in particular is our treasury of stories. It's falling apart. I bought it because it just had a ton of stories in it. And unfortunately, it's based on Beatrix Potter's original drawings, but it's not her original drawings. I recommend you get one that has her original drawings in them because they're so cute and they come from her. But these are stories about animals that are doing human things like kids and parents do. And there's morals to each of the little stories. There's something they're supposed to learn. Okay, just one second. So, like for example, if you've heard the story of Beatrix Potter, if you've heard the story of Peter Rabbit, Peter Rabbit's a naughty rabbit, and Beatrix Potter calls him naughty because he disobeys his mom. The mother tells the children what they're to do, and Peter Rabbit doesn't want to do what his mom says to do, and so he goes and gets himself almost killed, and he ends up really sick. So what did you want to tell about?
I remember the part where he sneaks under the gate.
Yes. He does sneak under the gate into, do you remember?
Into,
Mr. McGregor?
Mr. McGregor's garden, and he is super mad and he doesn't like him, so he takes him away around and he almost got
He doesn't want rabbits in his garden. Why doesn't he?
He hates rabbits and...
Why?
I don't know.
They eat all of his garden. Peter's stealing all his food.
Because he kills and there's a bunch of things that...
And Mr. McGregor doesn't want the rabbits to eat his food. So there are lots of them. I don't know if this is all of them or not, but this is about 300 pages long, and there's, I don't know, 15 to 20 stories in here. And we have a few other books, and then you can buy them individual copies. But Avery, which one did you really like that you wanted to mention?
The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin.
What's that one about?
It's about the squirrel, and they always, every summer I think, they go to this owl to give him,
to his island, right?
To his island, and they give him something, right? Yeah, they give him something so that they can get, so they can pick his fruit.
Nuts.
Nuts.
Yeah, because they're squirrels, so they want nuts for the winter.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then, the Nutkin, what's his name? He's super disrespectful.
Yes.
And
so again, another virtue that
really
she's teaching through these animals.
in his face, and then he finally gets mad and stuff.
Yep. And Squirrel Nutkin gets his consequence. It's another marvelous thing about Beatrix Potter. There's a lot of little newer children's stories, but they don't always teach values, and they don't always follow natural consequences. And that's what we want. We want children to know that there is such a thing as good and there's such a thing as bad, and that they should behave good, and that there's blessings. Oh, this is Squirrel Nutkin.
I remember a part.
They like themselves, they're proud of themselves, and their lives go better when they do good things and follow good values.
I need to tell you something. I remember a part where they walk to this owl and they talk to him, and then another one goes there and knocks on the door because he has a little door and he said it. And then they went back and yeah.
Yeah, totally. All right, one of them that's one of my favorites is the tale of, and I'll link some of these. I'm sure they're public domain, and you can just read them there, or you can buy them for yourself. The tale of Jemima Puddle Duck. She is a silly little duck who she was sick of her eggs being stolen. And so she wanted to find a safe place to have her eggs. And so she ran out into the woods when she wasn't supposed to run away. And she ended up with a fox, and he gives her a place to nest. And it's full of feathers, and she can't figure out why there's so many feathers because it doesn't dawn on her that the fox is going to eat her. But I love it because in the end, her friend Kep, who is a dog, comes and rescues her. And he's injured in the fight that takes place in order for him to get Jemima Puddle Duck free. And she doesn't even necessarily understand what he's done for her, but it's just a really cool act of courage and friendship. And sometimes people are weak, and sometimes sometimes they just really need us to rescue them and be there for them. And that one's a really cool message that way. So, last reminder. Ours is called Treasuries of Stories, but it's just Beatrix Potter Stories. There's a whole bunch of them, and you're going to have a fantastic experience learning about animals and cute drawings and funny stories that always wind up with good winning and characters developing their values.
And super old.
Yeah, ours is falling apart because we've read it so much. It's all taped along the side, and as you can see, all the pages are falling out. So we love them. Read them. Enjoy them.
Bye.
Bye.